What's up gamers, it's Fun Guy here with update 3.1 going live tomorrow at 8 AM UTC for Battlefield 2042. I thought it would be a good idea to go over some of those major changes with you guys, as well as talk about the other Battlefield news such as the Battlefield universe, Dev Studio shakeup, and the future of Battlefield as a whole. Okay, let's talk about update 3.1 then first. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe for more videos like this. So the first update we have here is improvements to the bullet hit registration consistency. This is something I have not experienced personally, but I know a lot of players have been complaining that they've been shooting players and no hit registration whatsoever. So great fix there. And again, another balance change for bullet dispersion and recoil. They've really improved the game a lot with regards to this, so good to see them still on the ball with that. Next up, we have further balance changes to ground vehicles. So that's the 30mm, 40mm and 57mm cannons, and they're making them less effective against infantry. Thank goodness. I hope they stop the gluey sticking to the ground problem that they have. That's my hope for that one. Next up we have a fix for a rare bug where player could appear invisible to enemies. Now I've not seen this one, but maybe it's something you have seen and you'll be glad to know they fixed that. Next up we've got several bugs relating to grenades and grenade launchers being fixed. Again, haven't seen that personally, but good to see they're on the ball there. Next up, Xbox players, this one for you. Improvements to the menu flow to increase ease of opting out of crossplay. And then finally, we've got multiple audio improvements to enhance overall sound experience, focusing on clarity, distance, and directional perception. Ooh, and I nearly missed the fact that the loadout spawn bug has been solved as well, so no more blank loadout screens when you spawn into the game. Brilliant. And you'll also be pleased to know that on Breakthrough, they have removed the rooftop objectives that made it impossible for the attackers to win. Those sectors all now have just a single objective at ground level. Maybe they'll change it more in future, but for now, at least it's workable. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming, so come and check that out if you want to see how Breakthrough plays without those cursed rooftop objectives. Of course, if you want to see the full list of updates, I will post the link to the article in the description below as always, so make sure you go and check that out for the full list. Now let's talk the future of Battlefield. Now, with what many would call the absolutely disastrous release of this game, no one's really surprised that some moves are being made to try and do something about it, but I don't think any of us really expected EA to be making quite as big a moves as they have been, and we'll talk about them a bit here. Obviously, EA is restructuring the dev teams to grow the Battlefield franchise. They're going to create a persistent Battlefield universe across multiple games. Obviously, we've also heard that the DICE GM Oscar Gabrielson has left EA completely to explore other ventures. The new GM is Rebecca Kutaz, a former general director at Ubisoft. We've also got Respawn's Vince Zampella taking on the role of the boss of the Battlefield franchise as a whole. So they're going Marvel Cinematic Universe on us with this, having an overall granddaddy, you could say. Next, we have the news that there was a new studio to be created in Seattle. Hasn't got a name yet, and this studio will be focused on injecting more storytelling into the Battlefield universe, with Halo designer Marcus Leto on lead there. Now, I had heard some rumblings of this on the interwebs, but Ripple Effect Studios, also known as DICE LA, is developing a new Battlefield experience within the 2042 universe. Could this be a battle royale? All of these teams are going to be working closely together in the immediate future to expand and improve upon Battlefield 2042. So what do I think of this? Of course, many people are a bit annoyed and they feel like Battlefield's been stolen away from them and it's going to be turned into some kind of hero shooter. For me personally, I could see why they would think that because of the people that have been put in the certain positions and their backgrounds, etc. However, for me, I don't think they're going to take away the core structure of what Battlefield is. I just think they're kind of future-proofing it going forward. Because let's face it, the writing's on the wall with these kind of shooter games. This formula is the one that's been wildly popular for some years now, so really, Battlefield needs to get on board with that, or they risk being left behind in the long run, unfortunately. So if they want Battlefield to survive in the future, they obviously have to move with the times, and this is a part of that. I am personally very excited to see what they come up with, and I'm sure in the long run, we won't be disappointed with that. So you could say my takeaway from this is that Battlefield is here to stay in the long haul. But what I want to know now is, what do you guys think? Anyway, I'll be streaming tomorrow, which is Thursday the 9th of December. This will be at about 4:30 PM UTC, so come and check me out if you want to see the new update in action. I'll see you there. As for me, I'm making another video now on the NTW50. It's a weapon guide that'll be out this weekend. Hope you guys can check that out. Now I'll leave you to get back to the battlefield, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.